Here we have for sale our 2018 on an 18 plate Ford Transit. This is the L4H3, also known as the Jumbo, or an extra long wheelbase Transit. This has got the 2 litre TDCi Euro 6 130 brake horsepower engine with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Transit of this age, and we'll also talk you through a little bit about the condition, etc. as well, seeing as this vehicle is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So, starting here at the rear of the van, let me just zoom out the camera here a touch. You can see that we have got the rear barn doors. What I mean by that are 2 doors which open in that sort of fashion. You can also see here on the rear of this particular van, it has got rear parking sensors there, nicely integrated into the rear bumper. If we open up the rear barn doors, we can have a look at the load space here in the back. And when you open the doors, you'll see this little yellow switch just here. If you push that towards the green lock, you can then open the door right out to its 270-degree position. So right the way around to get the doors completely out of the way. Of course, they will lock into place as standard at 90 degrees, or what they call 90 degrees. It's slightly past that. But as I say, if you push on the little switch there to the green lock, it opens right out, and then the door actually clicks into place there against the body via a magnet. And then, as you say, you've got the doors completely out of the way for maximum accessibility then into the rear. And then looking in the back, we can see that we have got ply lining, so the van is fully ply lined in the back. Of course, all the sides, the floor, of course, to protect the van. Here's a prime example of that, where something, of course, is falling over there and damaged the ply as opposed to the metal of the van and causing an outward dent, which is certainly something you don't want to do. Jumping into the back of here, plenty of head height in here actually. So I'm 6 foot tall standing in the back of here, and I have got a good 5-6 inches above my head when I'm walking around. So plenty of room in the back of here, and of course you've got a really good load length in the back of here as well. Also, while we're standing here in the back, you can see that we've got the factory fitted bulkhead. Of course, there are some signs of wear on the bulkhead, but all in all, very consistent with the rest of the van. It is in good used condition. Above the bulkhead, you have got some storage up here above the bulkhead, which can be very handy indeed. And then this is a good look here at the inside of the side loading door. We'll come round to there in a second on the outside. Jumping down out of the back, I say in really nice order. Got some load lights here in the back as well. So there's 5 load lights in total. And you'll notice there are plenty of tie-down points dotted around the base of the vehicle. So all around the outside there, plenty of these tie-down points here, perfect for strapping the cargo down. If we shut the doors, I say simply shut them like that, and they will automatically go back into place. So this bar there will automatically go back into there and shut nicely like so. Moving then down the passenger side of the vehicle, we can have a good look here down the passenger side. Of course, quite a long van, so plenty to look at here. And we can use the reflections there, which you can hopefully see in the camera there, to look for any dents or anything like that. And overall, it is looking in really good order. And there are a couple of small little ripples as such on the side loading door, but very, very minor. And as I say, it's only when really looking down the line of the vehicle and using those reflections, there's some very small ripples. A lot of that will be from, because it's such a large side loading door, a lot of people will grab the handle here when they're closing it, and they'll also sort of put a hand on the door there to push it shut at the same time. But overall, all looking really, really nice. We've got all the plastic trims here, which are not in bad condition at all, because a lot of the time on these Jumbos, because of the length of them, and you've of course got this overhang here at the back, a lot of the time people do misjudge these, maybe reverse them into things, but this one is all looking very good. If we open up the side loading door, as I mentioned, it is a nice big side loading door, so plenty of room there when loading through the side. Of course, you've got another tie down point in there as well. There's one on this side, There's also one on that side as well. So plenty of areas there to tie cargo down. You can see the condition here of the step and of course the ply lining. We've got this nice strip here which protects the edge as well. Grab handle there to help you get in, because these vans are quite high when you're jumping in and out of them. And if we open up the passenger door here, we can have a look at the condition here. So looking at the step, all in good order there. The floor of the van there in the front, all looking very, very nice indeed. And the same goes with the seats. There's no rips, tears, cigarette burns, anything like that on the seats. Are all looking very, very nice. You have got some storage under here, so you pull the front of the seat up as I just did there, flip it forward, and then you've got some storage there underneath the passenger seat. So you can do exactly the same with both seats there. It's as easy as that, and you've got your towing eye just there then as well. You've also then got the fold down work tray in the middle with the cup holders and somewhere to store your paperwork just there. And this is a good angle then to show you the driver's armrest as well, which of course you can tuck out the way if you don't want it, but it is on a ratchet, so you can set it to your desired height. Very, very nice to have, lovely and comfortable. But as I say, overall condition in here is looking really smart. As I say, hopefully the camera is reflecting that accurately, but it's looking really nice. Also the door card here, again, all looking really nice. Couple of very small little scratches just there, but that is being very critical. Moving then around to the front of the van, again, I'm keeping a keen eye here to look for any blemishes or anything like that. Of course, you are going to get the odd stone chip and things like that from some motorway use, and there is some small, very small stone chips, in fact, around the front, of course, to be expected. And then looking at the front bumper, you can see on this particular example we've got front parking sensors as well as the rear parking sensors, and we've also got front fog lights as well. And then continuing round to the driver's side, and again we can use the reflections here that we have available, looking down that driver's side there for any dents, ripples, anything along those lines. But I gotta say, it is all looking very, very nice indeed. There are a couple of small little touch-ups around the van and things like that, but all in all is looking really, really nice. There's a tiny little touch-up just here on the very, very corner above the light, but there's really nothing else that I can see there. I'll say all the plastic trims, they're free from any excessive scuffing at all. If we open up the driver's door, we can then have a look inside here. So we have got electric windows on top of the driver's door. You can see that we have got two keys with the vehicle. One is the full remote and one is a non-remote spare key. We've then also got the multifunctioning steering wheel. So on the right hand side here we've got the volume controls for the radio, and then on the left hand side you've got the onboard computer controls. If you press the OK button there a couple of times, this is where you'll see the mileage, 65,749 miles, and you can see at the moment the vehicle is running, so there's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. It's all idling as it should be. On top of the dashboard then, use a little secret button just under there, push on that, and that opens up your storage compartment there on top of the dashboard. You've got a 12 volt socket in there and an AUX port. Very, very handy as well if you're going to plug maybe a sat nav in there. You've got these little cutouts just here, and that's for you to pull a cable out. So if you've got your sat nav on there, you're not going to be squashing a cable in that hatch. Looking at the driver's seat, plenty of adjustability here, height adjustability on the handle, and then this is adjustability of the front of the seat, so that's just there, what they call thigh adjustment. And of course you've got backrest adjustment as well. I've already shown you the driver's armrest. Looking then in the middle of the radio, you've got a USB port on here, and of course you can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth as well. As I mentioned earlier in the video, it's 6-speed manual gearbox on this to go along with that 130 brake horsepower engine, so really, really nice for motorways. And little phone holder just there as well. Other little storage compartments here. You've even got storage actually above your head in the cab up here, and you've got a couple of little hooks on the bulkhead as well. But all in all, it's in really good order. This van, as I say, of course, like any used commercial vehicle, you are going to find the odd maybe stone chip or a little touch-in blemish here or there, but all in all, as I'm sure you'll appreciate and hopefully you can see from the camera, looking around the vehicle, it's in really presentable condition. fantastic size with these Jumbos, as I mentioned when we were walking around in the back of the van earlier. Plenty of head height. Unless you're 7 foot, you're going to be able to walk around in the back of the van. Plenty of load length as well. And of course, as I mentioned, this vehicle is Euro 6. So you can take this into the ultra low emission zone areas, such as central London, and there's others popping up around the country all the time, and you won't have to pay the ultra low emission zone charge in those areas. If you'd like to inquire, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles, starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. All of our vehicles go right through our workshop before they leave us, and this will be no exception. If there's any less than a 6-month MOT on the vehicle currently as well, we will put a brand new MOT on. Thank you very much for watching. Any questions you have, of course, we'd love to hear from you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos to come. Thank you very much.